A member of the BOT of the People's Democratic Party, Professor ABC Nwosu, resigned his membership of the party on the grounds that the party disregarded its power rotation and zoning principle. It's barely 41 days to election, and PDP is still enmeshed in this crisis, BKO.
Yes, because due to the selfishness of some individuals in the party failed to adhere to its own constitution. The party failed to do what was right or what is right. I've said before that the PDP should be ashamed. The PDP governors should be ashamed of themselves. That despite the fact that they are in overwhelming majority in the PDP, it took the APC that has far more northern governors than southern governors to push for power to shift to the to the south, and to ensure that a candidate from southern Nigeria became the presidential standard bearer of the APC. The governors told the president in plain language that their choice was someone from the south. And people like Governor Nasir El-Rufai, who had been pushing for power to go back to the south after 80 years of a northerner of Fulani origin in office. As far as they were concerned, it made sense. It made moral sense for power to go back to the south after 8 years of President Muhammadu Buhari, who is from Katsina in the northwest and a Fulani. But what did we see with the APC? The governors from southern Nigeria, despite being an overwhelming majority, could not get their party to do what was right, could not get their party to align itself with its constitution. If someone told me that the governors, northern governors, who are in clear majority in the APC, will be the ones to push for power to shift, will be the ones to insist that the standard bearer of their party must come from the south, I will have argued. So the governors, the southern governors in the PDP let themselves down, and the party has let itself down just because they didn't want to offend some people within the party, people like Atiku Abubakar, who is desperate to be president of Nigeria. They then chose to allow the presidential ticket to be contested by both the north and southern candidates, when naturally they would have said, look, our party believes in zoning. Our party, it is in our constitution. The zoning is enshrined in our constitution, which was written in 1998. Let us zone this thing to the south. Because before now, the party members were pushing for this thing to be zoned to the south. But suddenly, the neck of the party decided to throw it open, all because they wanted to please people like Tambuwal, people like Bukola Saraki, and other gladiators who wanted to contest the presidential ticket of the party, Atiku and the rest of them. So because they wanted to please those ones, they put their party in a crisis. Now a lot of people are asking, what has the South, especially the Southeast, benefited from the PDP? Because ideally, the tickets will have been zoned to the south. That was the right thing to do. That was what the governors of the APC, who are largely from the north, that was what they pushed for. And in the end, they succeeded in having the first, the second, and the third placed candidates, the third placed aspirants in the party primaries coming from the south. So we had Tinubu picking the ticket, Rotimi Amechi second, and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo third. So whatever happens, a southerner will contest the presidency under the umbrella of the APC. This was what the PDP failed to do. And to show how selfish some individuals are in the PDP, the national chairman, Ayu, refused to give up his position, despite earlier promising that if a northerner should win the ticket, that he will give up that position. He held on to the position, even at the risk of losing 5 governors. Now, we've had somebody very close to Atiku, ABC Nwosu, is an Atiku acolyte, someone very well known to be an Atiku friend, resigning from the party and sending his resignation letter to both the Ayu and the acting chairman of the BOT of the party. That's Adolphus Wabara, former Senate president, telling them that, look, we are no longer interested. Political parties must honor the content of their constitution. They must honor agreements reached. In saying that they must honor agreement reached, it is clear that I was referring to Iyorchia Ayu, the sit-tight national chairman of the PDP. Here he said Nigeria and the PDP must learn to keep to an agreement reached by a Constituent Assembly, 1995, and enshrined in the PDP Constitution, 1998. The Constituent Assembly affirmed that for Nigeria, that's 1995 Constituent Assembly, affirmed that for Nigeria to remain united, zoning had to be practiced by the political parties. And the PDP put it in its constitution. But just to please Atiku and some other people, they decided to not honor zoning and decided to throw the ticket open. And Atiku, a northerner, then clinched the ticket. After 8 years of President Muhammadu Buhari, a Fulani man, I think it makes sense that in the interest of the corporate unity of our country, that power should shift to another part of the country. That way, all of us will feel that, yes, this country belongs to us, and we will all jump in to make sure that we contribute to its growth and development. But if power is concentrated in one part of the country, of course, it leads to bad blood, and it will not serve the cause of uniting our country. So I'm grateful to key northerners in the APC who did not think of their own selfish interests, but who decided that, look, power has to go to the south in the interest of our country, and pushed aggressively for it, and went to the president to tell the president that, look, this is our decision, because it is clear that the president wanted Ahmad Lawan to be the consensus presidential candidate of the APC. And Ahmad Lawan is from the northeast. But the governors pushed. They went to the president and told him that this was what they wanted. Of course, everyone knows that governors are the most powerful in the party, and the governors ultimately had their way. So that's the way it should be. people will have been feeling very bad that within the APC that how can they not do 8 years and rather than let power go to the south, do another
That's
8
the thing.
years. The governors of the APC decided this was wrong, where the
Right.
PDP governors could not muster the courage and the will to get power to be zoned to the south. They succeeded in getting that done, and kudos to them. Now, PDP is battling with all kinds of crises from the G5 governors and then ABC Nwosu at this time.